Vertebrate bringing in 3 power armor suits for repair. I'm afraid that the sludge in the bay...
Proctor Ingram.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mirelurk. Got it.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Dance vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
I hardly noticed.
Can't tell if you're patronizing me or trying to be polite. How about I just forget you mentioned it? Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant
Proctor.
tactician.
Step forward, Knight.
Soldier.
Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxon. I had enough of mine.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Well, there was this one really ugly girl in college. I mean, I had to get drunk, and it was a dare, and ugh.
That hardly qualifies, so I'll just put no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
And now, a word, or several, from our sponsors. Why drink dirty radioactive water when you could have it pure and bottled? Chen Kowalski's Clean Water Market, straight from the filter. Right Behind You Baby is next. It's a really upbeat song, but I don't know. I feel like maybe Ray Smith was a little, maybe, buddy.
Why are you bothering with that junk?
Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done. Oh, is this going to take much longer?
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
How can see on his face?
That?
Now split the difference.
There?
Now half.
Do you want to do it? Come on.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
Having the Pridwin moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
Bob Crowder. Not me. I sometimes do. And now, a word or several from our sponsors. Diamond City Surplus, now open 24 hours a day. Management
Target
reserves
acquired.
the right
I'll try to keep him in your sight.
especially since Roy Brown is back.
Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down. And hightail it back to the Pridwin for repairs.
getting hungry.
This area seems to be in disarray. I wonder if this is recent.
Oh boy! Who's there? Annoyed.
Vaporized.
Nice.
Remain vigilant. This place may appear abandoned, but that doesn't mean we should drop our guard.
Hell yeah.
Danny Key there, singing. That was Civilization.
If you keep hoarding that garbage, you're going to slow
And
us
now,
down.
a word or several from our sponsors. Choice Chops wants you to know we have meat. Just meat. Stop asking if we have anything else. Next is Ella Fitzgerald. Doesn't like it when people can't decide things, and then sings about it.
I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Hey.
Where do you want me?
Paladin Dance.
What's up?
Your thoughts?
You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
That was it?
Not a problem. Trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
No green stuff.
look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
Hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Enough preaching already. I get it.
I suppose you're right. And judging from the corpses around here, you don't appear to need much in the way of motivation. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
And I'm, Travis. Anyway, here's Sheldon Allman with Crawl Out Through the Fallout. Probably some bad advice overall, but, it rhymes.
synths quit closing you? You think that?
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
The best weapon for survival out here is a pocket full of caps.
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case, you should be grateful that I'm making an exception. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Anything you need, Elder. You just say the word.
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Station keeping maintained. Thruster stable.
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3. Adjusting torque.
Russian guns blazing. That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, says so, right there. This is Diamond City Radio, and I'm, it's me, Travis. Anyway, here is the, it's the ink spots. That was Personality by Johnny Mercer. So, this radio station here, we don't really make any caps, and there are well, some people help me stay in the air. People like this, Fallon's Basement, providing top of the line fashion to Diamond City for over 10 generations. Warren Smith has a song about digging for uranium, which is, I guess, a thing people did back then for fun. I don't get it.
Welcome, Patriot, to Boston Common, the start of the Freedom Trail. Feast your ears and learn more about the historic Freedom Trail, and learn the history of Boston Common.
Tell me about the Freedom Trail.
Starting here at Boston Common, follow the red path as it winds its way through our great city's streets. Markers on the trail are placed at many famous historic sites. See Paul Revere's house.
Seven. And A. Some sort of code? Four. L. Definitely a code. Two and A.
I hear something! Someone there? No. What's that? Nothing.
Now a 6 and an O.
Diamond City Surplus, now open 24 hours a day.